Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Guess who is this? Brother or father? Comment down below. Or just pause that and then comment. But for now, I'm gonna tell you who he is. He's my father. Are you surprised? Okay, I figured. So basically, we made this video and it was just so random. And if you watched our very previous video in the past where I have a person talking to me behind the scenes, so basically he started the channel with me and he helped me take off. So yeah, anything to say?
Well, just a quick introduction. In the beginning, he actually is the one that wanted to start some kind of a YouTube channel. So what I've done for him is that I just push him to do what he want to do, and give him a platform to start. So he's the one who came up with all this mic. He's the one who used his own pocket money to buy all this stuff and get all these things set up. But all by himself is all his own ideas. So really, it's just him doing his own thing, and I'm supporting what he want to do for his life. I just want to ask you a few questions. Why do you invite me to this? What do you call it?
A
This episode?
podcast.
Yeah.
So this episode, I was just kind of curious of what kind of random things we can come up with this video. Plus, nobody actually saw my father before, so it's just an introduction. My channel is not yet famous, but when it's going to be famous, I don't know if they're gonna watch back this video. So I will make another one in the future. So
Maybe a
who's
little bit about your own personality. What do you think your personality is? A lot of people are very curious about what is behind the scene and what do you normally do.
I'm actually a really talkative guy. Um,
Yeah, we can tell.
uh, sometimes I love to talk cartoons. Sometimes I love to talk anime. And sometimes I also watch some Tesla stocks and stuff like that. I don't surround those areas, but I know like the things, and I will tell you guys because I find it interesting. So
What's the thing that makes you feel very interested about Tesla?
it's like the AI and all those self-driving things that make them come to this stage, and all those things that we're gonna have in the future because of Tesla. It really interests me, and I don't know if Elon Musk is really a pure person. Like he's literally building spaceships, he's building cars, he's building Neuralink. Like literally, he's taking over the space, the ground, and our brains. If you think about it, it's kind of creepy. But Tesla, I really just look forward to the electric cars and all those things. I personally pretty like engineering, so for your information.
But if you come to think about it, right, the world is really just more. It's really more than just Tesla. Tesla is more like a self-driving car and battery-powered uh, uh, car, self-driving, and then AI recognizing how it works on the road systems and SpaceX maybe Neuralink. But the world has a lot more than that. Like, what about agriculture? What about world hunger? What about uh, climate change? What about food shortage, pharmaceuticals, and COVID? There are a lot of things that's going around at the same time as well. So why do you pay so much attention in Tesla? I think maybe you want to talk about those things too.
Um, well, because Tesla is like a big thing right now. It's going to be, I think, it's going to be the richest company in the world, which is going to surpass Apple between wealth and savings. I don't know about Elon Musk's savings because he is like launching in three rockets every 3 days. And no, I mean three rockets every
One
nine
rocket
days.
every 3 days. I mean,
Yeah, one rocket every 3 days. So basically, he's just burning his money for success. But I think he's gonna finish all his money before he gets successful. Sometimes because I think he's gonna succeed anyways.
well, who's gonna pay for that?
If the company cannot pay for that, then he's gonna pay for it. I mean, he's the richest guy in the world. Doesn't mean his money cannot be finished though. So
Maybe his investors gonna pay for it. All the future clients
who do you think
prepay.
his investors are? Bill Gates,
No, shareholders to buy the stocks.
Jeff Bezos.
Jeff Bezos. Okay, so why don't you pay more attention to people like Bill Gates and Jeff Bezos?
Jeff, pay more attention to Bill Gates and Jeff. Those people are like so rich, but they don't get along. Like the only two richest people I know that get along is Warren Buffett and Bill Gates. They're like the only two old men that get along. But Jeff and Elon, Bill Gates, they don't really get along. But I don't know about Warren though. Warren seems to get along with everybody. Who cannot get along with him? With an old man that loves to eat McDonald's and steaks and candy, and he's smart, right?
And Cola.
And Coke and Coca Cola. So basically, the top three richest men, Bill Gates, Jeff, and Elon, they don't really get along. But they are the three. They have the three strongest brains in the world.
How do you think Elon Musk is going to change the world?
I think it's gonna make everything electric, faster, and way more advanced in his way. The fact that he doesn't want to build flying cars proves that he doesn't want to build flying cars. For a reason, maybe he's afraid of heights.
It's going
But
to Mars.
I know, but the fact that you're afraid of heights and you don't want to build a flying car, it's kind of weird because of all those things you can do and all those things that people keep saying that 2020 is the year where we get flying cars. Readings of the past, like in the past, people just say, "Wow, we have not invented cars. In 2020, we're gonna get flying cars." But we did get flying cars, some private Singapore flying taxis, is it?
Yeah, I think it's helicopters. It's drone.
Yeah, drones. It's basically flying cars. I don't know. You're just flying in the air and you're putting humans. I'm not sure, but anyways, I call it flying cars. I very much believe that Elon Musk, if he wants to, he can build flying cars within 5 years, but not a classified one to drive in the air though. Um, but he doesn't want to. We don't really know what's behind why he doesn't want to, but we know something. I would want a flying car though. I'm kind of afraid of heights, but I want a flying car.
Mm, not particularly. It doesn't make any difference in my life. I like to stay at home.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
So
Or maybe
unless we're going for a tour, no. But even if we go for a tour, flying cars, helicopters, airplanes is maybe an occasional thing than something that I would like to enjoy every day. No, so it's not going to make any difference in my lifestyle, and I'm not really very forward looking into. I'm more forward looking into something like
good stay.
yeah, something like that. You see, that's the thing that I can enjoy every day.
Yeah, maybe Elon Musk doesn't want to build a flying car because he's afraid of air traffic. They don't have traffic lights that can float yet. So
Who do you think is the biggest competitors of Tesla?
I would say for sure for car industry is not Apple.
Okay,
Okay,
why not Apple?
well Apple is just a phone company. Who would want to go buy a car from a phone company? You must be thinking, hey, I want to. I kind of want to.
That's what people talk about Apple when they just build computers and then they become the phone company. So
You
what makes
know,
you think that they cannot become?
computers and phone is not that different. Computers is just something that is bigger, but phone is just something that is smaller with more things. But the size difference is not that different. Not that much. If you look at a car, you want to make it fully functional, the wheels are strong, the engines are strong, you make sure that the electrical batteries and stuff like that, everything is going well. The entire thing is going to take them a while, and Tesla is already quite far ahead, even with the self-driving car and so.
But just think about it, because Apple has a lot of money. What they can do is they probably can collaborate with other cars company who are already very advanced with the engines and talking about self-driving. There are a lot of self-driving cars as well, and AI technology. Tesla is not the only one that's doing that, as well as whatever they want to do, or and even if they can even steal the engineers from Tesla to build their own cars.
But that would be illegal. if they
No,
get
it's not.
caught.
If they no, if no, if it's not. If they hire them, so they quit a job and they just go over with them.
No, I hate people like that. Just unloyal workers. I mean, it's fair enough if you want a better life and you get like twice the pay, then maybe I'll think about it too. I mean, you have to live. A man's got to eat.
Yeah, provided that the intellectual property is not being stolen. However, you know what is going on in your mind. So sometimes you can rebuild something similar.
Yeah.
So what do you think about that? Do you think Apple can compete or not?
No,
Why?
no. It's just that Tesla's branding is already much bigger than Apple. There was this announcement that Apple made that they want to make this car so that like this um boost of fame about this car thing for a while, but then after that Tesla just go back to the number one spot of famous for cars. I mean, I think the most competitive competitors would be the cars in China because they will find a way to make it cheaper. Like, have you ever seen a phone that's made by China that is more expensive than Apple? I don't really think there's another phone more expensive than Apple right now.
Yeah. Okay. So what's the point? Because they're competing in a two different
Yeah.
sectors. Yeah.
So basically, I think they can compete in price as well as the quality because they have all the facilities they need. Because China is basically getting very strong too. They'll need they'll have the money they have to invest in to get there. From the other side of Elon in America, which is trying to get into China, but no, I don't know why people doesn't like it. They make like fake news about the bad news. Some of them are fake, some of them are real. I don't know, but they do have bad news though. But in America, no, you can't even collaborate with the number two and number three richest guy. If I am Elon Musk, I'll try to get along with Bill Gates and Jeff Bezos, even though they might not like me because I took their spots.
Yeah. So what's the point of the collaboration if it's not going to work out? I think that's my personal view. I think he did the right thing, just being himself and trying to engineer how he wanted the whole things to be engineered, instead of trying to collaborate with somebody that is always against you.
Yeah. So basically, I think that if you get to collab, you get a better chance. Like, you guys have 150 billion dollars, I think. Jeff have 180 million, and Elon is 200 plus billion dollars. So basically, no, this money add together is about um five 500 billion above 600. That's a lot of money. Like literally a lot of money. You can literally buy the moon with those. Buy the moon.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Um, Self-driving car eventually is going for a big things like a robot. I think it's called a robot taxi. How do you think the robot taxi is going to change the world? Why is that important? Why is that a turning point to even talk about?
You know, I don't really like this self-driving thing so much sometimes because it's the same concept as Neuralink that I don't like. Like the AI is controlling you instead of you having the right to control yourself. I know auto driving, you are going to control where your taxi is gonna go and stuff like that. But I don't like it because if the car gets a chance to get off your wheel, they get a chance to go on their wheel. And AI is eventually going to be way more superior than humans. And right now, humans are finding new things inside the earth and knowing that themselves. But technology in the future can prove that that thing exists in this world just by calculating it or something. They'll be eventually more knowledgeable, faster realizing about this world than us. And what's the point of serving a being that is weaker than you know? They might not be programmed to think like this, but something will happen, and that is going to cause an AI war or something.
There are several phases of AI. Some phases of AI only helps the facilities to become better, but
Yeah.
there's another level of AI which can think for itself. like they
Right.
like you or don't like you. And I heard a lot about regulations. Regulation is like some rules to be put into controlling how the AI thinking. Uh, the government will probably intercept in these regulation things and regulate how the industry, the AI, talking about Tesla as well in the futures, how they perform, how they behave. So, do you think the regulations is going to be helpful, or would it only be helpful to a certain extent, or would they self-write their own programs? I don't know. What's your
I feel like when AI is going to strive and they want to conquer the earth, there's really nothing that can stop it. Because AI is basically perfect. They can calculate so accurately. It's basically no obstacles in their plan. Like a plan is a plan. Have you ever played chess and then win in the highest mode? Maybe you have because you're a world class player. But try programming every single technique you have ever used inside your matches into the chess game and try to beat it. It's impossible because AI will always find a way to do it. It's just how it's supposed to be, a more superior being than humans. But we are supposed to be the most superior being in the world. Humans are supposed to be more superior than lions in terms of brain, cats, dogs. But now AI is coming up, and we might not be even be able to stop it because it's too strong. Or we could just have the second solution to just stop the AI revolution and just keep it this way. It's good enough. You can search anything on Google already. Google has everything you need.
I don't think everything, but almost everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's talk about the pandemic for a little bit. Do you think Elon Musk should be involved in saving the world? And if yes, how do you think he should be involved? If no, why do you think he should not be involved?
I think he might be already quite involved into saving the world.
How?
Um, this won't be around the pandemic, but he's trying to get to Mars. And if one day Earth really died, the humans might not extinct because some of them might be in Mars. You know? Yeah, but if God really wants to tear down the Earth, you as well just tear down the universe, right? So kind of save you by going to Mars. But still, you know, if one day there's this sun effect or maybe some uh meteor that is bigger than the Earth and just fly through it, Elon Musk might be alive because it's in Mars. No, yeah.
So you think Elon Musk should actually focus on the projects instead of trying to divert his own attention into something else?
Uh, I think he should divert a little bit. I mean, if you're so rich, as well just hire an advisor to tell, oh, what should I donate? Like, what should I do with this thing? Just
But I think plenty of people are doing that already, like Bill Gates.
if you have
So
like hundred and you have like $200, and you see a guy on the street without money, without a single dollar, you don't really mind by giving a single dollar, right? If you have $206, you don't mind to have only
so you're
$205
talking
left.
about donation.
Yeah,
I'm talking about spending his time. Maybe not, right?
I don't think he would spend his time. He's not the type of person who would divide his concentration into other things.
Let's talk about Bill Gates. Since we're having a pandemic right now, I have heard, I'm not sure about that Bill Gates is actually behind all this vaccination conspiracy. Means they invest into these pharmaceutical companies that invent certain vaccinations for the people to be vaccinated and make a lot of money out of that. And I've heard that Bill Gates is also owning most of the land in America's agricultural land. So not too sure about that. What do you think about Bill Gates and all these things that's happening?
Bill Gates honestly is very different from Elon Musk. Elon Musk is a person who just focus on on his goals. But Bill Gates is someone that see through the future and look at multiple goals. Like, what if, first of all, my business have to become more successful? Second of all, how do I survive? Third, you think about what if we have World War III?
Did he
Fourth,
say that?
no, but come on, a man gotta eat, and he think of multiple things. So when we just think about World War III, right? You don't wanna die when it just comes. You're the one of the richest guy. Want to be prepared. He buy a lot of agriculture land in America because in case you have World War III, you can just hide in your farm because some of the farm are far away lands that not many soldiers will come conquer for the first place. At least you can have a stock of food for that. He have aeroplanes which is treated like toys to him, but still he can use it for many other stuff too.
Oh,
So
you really think World War III is going to happen? Or you think Bill Gates think that's going to happen?
I cannot deny the fact that I think that World War III will actually happen. Not that I want it, but China is going to force America to a point where they break. Means a point where they
Wait,
break
sorry,
through.
is China forcing America or America forcing China?
I think it's China forcing America not because they want to fight, but because they are growing too fast. And America is the type that I don't want you to be stronger than me. I'm going to find a way to slow you down. I'm going to stop you. But China doesn't really care about that. They're going to grow so fast that America is going to have a breaking point where they surpass them. And that when that point is about to happen, the American the Americans are going to announce a war. Why? Because hey, sorry about the incident of the cutoff, but I'll be ending the video here because our mic ran out of battery. So you won't be hearing the other conversation that we end up talking about. But sorry, but we end the video here. If you like it, please subscribe, give this video a big thumbs up. See you very soon. Bye bye.